What's going on, YouTube world? This is your guy, Sealz the Man. Thank you for coming back. As always, sometimes I feel like we complicate things a little too much. Sometimes we can raise our blood pressure so high just trying to figure out things, wondering if we're doing enough, if we are enough. Am I doing too much? I was told by a wise man that the majority of our fears aren't even real. After internalizing that quote, I realized, wow, I'm stressing about things that aren't even here. Stressing about things that haven't and most likely will never materialize. That is when I learned that I need to give myself some credit. And this video will be a testament to that. To you good women out there, you are most likely doing exactly what you should be doing. You are enough. You are doing enough. But what I'm going to talk about in this video specifically, in order to keep and put your mind at ease for those who are struggling with that, is the bare minimum of a decent man. The very bare minimum of what a decent man wants from his queen. But before I start, as always, make sure you follow me, subscribe, like, comment, tell me everything that you think about this video. Let me know. And tell me if this video has helped you. If I was able to put some things into perspective for you, let me know. All right, so let's get started. The very first thing I want to talk about and present in this video, a bare minimum of a decent man and what he wants from his queen, is for her to be present. To be present. It is such a simple yet powerful stance in a relationship. Like I said earlier in this video, in the beginning of this video, sometimes we overcomplicate things. Sometimes we try to solve mathematical rocket science equations to try to get desirable results. But something as simple as being present with your man will solve so many issues that you may have, because when you are present, you are there. And when you are there, you are able to see things, small things, big things. When you are not there, you may overlook small things, which can turn into big things. When you are present, when you are there with your man, you will notice things about him. You will notice things about yourself. You will notice things about your relationship. You will be able to feel and sense shifts. You will be able to notice when things are wrong, but you will also be able to notice when things are going right. When you are present, you are being a participant in your own relationship. When you are participating in your relationship, when you are an active participant in your relationship, you are being a real team member. To be in love is to be present in love, right? To be in love is to be in the presence of love. How can you love and not be present in it? They are hand in hand. That is all we want. That is all a decent man wants. He just wants you to be there. Your presence is a present. Like I did there. Another bare minimum that a decent man wants from his queen, his woman, is to remind him of who he is when life tries to make him forget. A bare minimum that is wanted by a decent man is for you to be his ultimate reminder, his ultimate alarm clock, his ultimate wake-up call, his ultimate cheerleader, his ultimate pat on the back. Because the thing with a lot of men, and especially good men of decent integrity, is that they always try to put the weight of the world on their shoulders. And in most times, in secret. A lot of men do not like talking about experience of having the weight of the world on their shoulders, because that is what we're supposed to do. It is literally ingrained in our mentality. That is instilled in our manhood. And most of us are fine with that. It's cool, but sometimes life throws hurdles at you. Sometimes life throws turbulence at you. And sometimes you will fall. In fact, a lot of times you will fall. Of course, we know that this thing called life is not perfect. And when it comes to your man, most likely he will not talk about these imperfect moments in life. But because he has such an ultimate partner in you, his woman, his queen, that is truly all he needs at minimum. Because when he falls, you are there to pick him up. When he has clouds of doubt, you are there to blow them away. When the difficult times of life try to douse his fire, guess what? You as his queen reignites and sparks that fire. Every time you assist and help your man in his downtimes, in his moments of doubt, you remind him that he is not alone. You remind him that he's a great man. You remind him that he is an anchor in your family. You remind him. The next bare minimum that I want to talk about with y'all when it comes to your decent man and congruence with his woman is being his home and home. And even being his home away from home. I don't think there's a warmer feeling in existence, a more at-home feeling, a safer place than the location of my woman. Your lover, your soulmate, it is a different vibe. It is a different type of energy. And I'm not trying to compare this with your mother's love, because we all know the mother is the ultimate home, right? But this is a different type of relationship, a different relationship than the one you have with your soulmate. It is totally exclusive from each other. To be able to feel like I can take my woman to any place in this whole big world and still feel like I'm at home is heaven on earth. That is what a decent man yearns for. What is the point in being with someone if you feel like a stranger to them, or they feel like a stranger to you? Love should feel like a home, and home should be built with love, and that travels. You see, there are traits of home that makes home home, because at home, you shared that space with loved ones. At home, you laugh and rejoice with people who are important to you. At home protects you from the outside world. At home is where you find your escape. At home is where you're able to reset. So when a man finds all those traits and characteristics in you, his woman, his queen, I mean, do I need to say more? Another great and amazing bare minimum of decent men when it comes to their queen, to their woman, I really like this one, is that we laugh like children together. When we're together, we are children at heart. We are innocent together. We are playful together. We share a light spirit with each other. We don't worry about the stresses and the errors of life when we are together, because when we are together, we know we can rule the world. An us against the world mentality. You know, when a man is able to laugh with his significant other, his woman, his queen, he's able to truly be himself 100%. He doesn't have to hide certain parts of himself because he feels like she's going to judge him, because she is on the same level and wavelength as him. Just think about this. If you ever just sit down and watch children play, you will realize the free energy that they have with each other. When they are unbiased and not ruined by the bad teachings of their parents, they do not care what their playmates look like. They just love having fun with them. So I'm here to remind you to love having fun with your partner. We should not make life a job. We cannot take life too seriously, always 24/7. We have to be able to laugh. And when a man is able to laugh with his woman freely, abundantly, unrestrictedly, he feels liberated with you. Now, this one is a very important bare minimum of decent men when it comes to their women. And that is their ability to be able to communicate with you with no bounds, to be able to be totally honest with you with no judgment, for him to not feel restricted when he tells you something, for him to not feel like he has to change his words when he's with you. When a man feels like he's able to communicate with you with no bounds, no restrictions, no haste, no judgment, he looks at you totally different from everyone else in his life. There are certain things that you're able to tell your partner that you cannot tell others. And that is the significance of having a true significant other. See the root word there? When a man is able to tell his woman anything and everything at any time, I'm trying to tell you, he sees you as his best friend. That is a true significance. And a man honors that, because that is truly hard to find. And as a lot of y'all know, a lot of men struggle with communication. And with your encouragement, he may be able to just get better at communication, because you have instilled that confidence in him, because you are there to listen to him. You are there to give feedback. You see, the thing about decent men is that we're always looking for a way to improve. We want to be the best version of ourselves. We want to be the best man we could possibly be to our woman, to our kids, to our communities. Decent men are open to that. But you must know, ladies, that you are a huge part and probably the biggest part of that. So a bare minimum is to be able to listen to your man purposely, to be able to talk back to your man when he needs to hear your words the most, to put effort in your dialogue and show that you truly care about what he thinks and has to say. That's the bare minimum. As I watch a lot of videos online and social media, I sometimes get overwhelmed about the solutions that people suggest when it comes to topics like this, because a lot of them make it so complicated. And when you have complicated solutions, you complicate your problem solving, you complicate your thinking. And in this video, I just want to make things simple. I just want to talk about the things decent men look for when it comes to bare minimums. Just bare minimum. I'm not talking about anything rocket science-y. I'm suggesting things that are easily possible. Knowing these bare minimums when it comes to your man will help you in the long run. It will help you today, and it will be things that you wish you knew in the past, because it's just that simple. So remember these things, but also remember to put love into these things. They don't feel like a job when you put love into these things. They don't feel like a mission. They don't feel like an objective. They just feel right. So thank you for coming back to my video and watching your guy, Sealz the Man. Thank you for your support. It's truly an honor, and I thank God for all of y'all. Peace and blessings. Goodbye.